Alright guys, we're back and we're going to do something totally different today. And we've probably drawn you into this video because of the title of the video. You're going to think we're going to go on a really deep psychological talk about everything that bodybuilding takes from us and gives us in return emotionally, physically and blah blah blah. Honestly, no, today this is literally the actual cost of bodybuilding. We're going to actually look into the actual financial costs of eating as I do, for example, as a professional bodybuilder. This is purely just for entertainment, number one. Two, also to give you maybe perhaps a little bit of insight into the actual costs of what bodybuilding, is. Because a lot of you out there who are deciding to start bodybuilding, I will tell you this now from personal experience, is the thing that costs the most and that will continuously cost more and more over the years of training will be nutrition. Supplements, gym memberships, those things stay the same pretty much. What does change is the amount of food you eat and the volume, and therefore the cost of your food also will change. So that's something to really consider when you want to go down this path, especially if you want to be a bodybuilder that's a super heavyweight, open bodybuilder, no weight limitation, put on as much muscle as you can, be as strong as you can, blah, blah, blah. So we're literally going to do we're going to do a little bit of math. I'm going to do a little bit of online shop looking right now to work out roughly what, well, not roughly, pretty much spot on what it would cost me to eat for a week, and then give that to you guys. And then you can do as you will with that information, and hopefully it'll help you in the near future. So we're going to chop this video up as needed. So there may be bits where I'm talking where I'm not, just because I am going to be doing live searches as we're going through this on certain products that I don't know the prices for. So the best way to break this down is, obviously you have different types of ingredients for your nutrition. First and foremost, I'll calculate proteins. So obviously you've got to think of what proteins you eat during the week. I eat salmon, I eat chicken or turkey, and I eat beef. Pretty much they're my main sources. There are some egg whites in there, there's some whole eggs as well, and additional protein powder. Of course, protein powder is something that I'm fortunately in a position that I don't pay for, but we will have to consider what that would cost for some of you guys out there who perhaps don't have that, to your, well, just basically in the position I'm in, and I know a lot of you aren't, so, I don't want to take the mick because I get all my protein for free, so I will do the price on that, because then that gives a much more truer reflection on what actual costs of bodybuilding are. So let's say, first things first, protein powder. I don't go through a tub that often, probably once a month, and a tub of protein is going to cost you around the £40 mark. We will convert also after the final total price up to US dollars, obviously, so that you guys in the US understand what the total price is as well. Obviously, I'm in England. I spend pounds, not dollars. I'm not in Europe, so I don't spend euros. I literally do spend Great British pounds. So we've got £40 already gone down for £10 a week on protein powder. I get my turkey burgers from a company called My Lunchbox. I spend £40 a week on my turkey. I actually get 2 kilos of turkey a week cooked weight. So 2 kilos of turkey a week is going to cost me £40 on top of that, 10. I get 2 kilos of pre-cut and pre-cooked steak also from the same company, which is, it's around about 40 as well. So then that'll cover my steak for the week. The turkey is a little bit cheaper, but I know it's gone slightly up in price, so that's why I don't know the exact. So 40 and 40 is just a nice straight estimate, because I get 2 packets of each, and they're roughly £20 a pack. If anything, they might be slightly cheaper, especially with like a savings that I have, like a code and stuff. So that you could probably take £10 off after you've been in the cart. Then we got the salmon, which is even more expensive because obviously it's salmon. I get 2 packs of 500 grams a week. The 500 gram packs, I think, are $14.99 packs of 15. So that's £30 a month just for salmon as well. Obviously, it's not as expensive because I don't eat as much of it, but it's still expensive because I still eat quite a lot of it. So £30 a week on salmon. So eggs, we also get 1 pack of 12 a week, I would say, roughly, probably around £3 because of the Burford Browns. So we're going to add £3 in there. 85. Yeah, so we're going to square things to the nearest pound. Square things to the nearest pound, yeah, just keep it nice and easy. So we've got a box of eggs. Egg whites, probably 2 boxes a week. Maybe we're going for £2.50. Yep, so that's £5. That's pretty much all my protein covered, actually. So we've got one section already teed off, guys. That's protein covered. I'll work that out now for us. So we've got £50, £90, £120, 123, 128. So £128 a week on protein alone. So some people, the reason I'm doing this is because it is expensive. I just wanted to show you, because a lot of people, when you ask them, Like, what would your budget be for a week's shopping? You know, and I say £128, and that's just protein. A lot of people shake their head and go, you know, say that's not doable. But that's the thing. Bodybuilding costs. Like, it's funny because it's a luxury to do it, because you have to have the finances to back it. I remember Steve Avery used to tell me a lot. You know, although it's like anyone can do bodybuilding, you have to earn a certain amount of money to be able to even take part to this kind of level. And it does cost, because a lot of us don't have jobs that pay us, you know, exceptional amounts of money. So that's where already, like, from a psychological standpoint, if you want to be a bodybuilder, that's a decision you're going to have to make. Do I go that route and probably spend more money than I wish to on food alone? Because, like I say, that's £128 a week just on protein, guys. Carbohydrates, does get a bit cheaper because obviously carbohydrates do last a lot longer. I get a massive pack of Jasmine, 10 kilo bag, and that's, I think it's like 10 quid actually. Do you want to check for me on Amazon? So 10 kilo Jasmine rice. So we'll do this so we get an actual figure for you. Because I have 600 grams a day. 6 times 7. Actually, no, half. I probably go through half a week.
£22 for the one you have.
Okay, so £22, so half of that. So £11. Cream of rice. We've got the boxes of cream rice. They're only like £1 a box, aren't they? And they're 500 grams. Probably go through 2, maybe 3 a week, I'd say. So that's £3. 3 boxes of cream of rice. So it's £14 on carbohydrates already. What other carbohydrates do I have? Bread. I do have bread. Loaf of bread, £2. I usually get quite nice bread. You know, when you've got a choice of breads, I am a bit of a snob, so I'll go for the sort of upper end. So that's another £2. So, wow. Bananas. Do you know what we pay for bananas?
Yeah.
I use 2 a day.
Yeah, you're probably close to like £2.50.
What, a week on bananas?
£3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to say £3 a week on bananas. Blueberries are not cheap. Also have them in there.
If you have 2 small packs a week,
yeah,
£3 each, that's £6.
£6 on blueberries. This is where it starts to add up. And then obviously I've clustered extra in. No, coconut water is another one. Coconut water is my intra-workout. So they're £3 roughly.
£3 a litre bottle.
And I do 5 workouts a week, and I do half a bottle at a time. So it's about
£9.
Yeah. No, I do half a bottle at a time. So one bottle does 2 days.
Yeah, and you need 5.
And I need 5.
2.5 bottles.
This is £7.50. So let's say £8 on that, because we're keeping it square, remember, guys. So that's my carbohydrates. And then obviously now we've got that additional, like vegetables. Vegetables, I get 2 steamed packs of veg a week. I think they're £7.99 each. So let's say £8 times 2, 16. And then any additional green tea, I drink green tea. That's part of my diet, so I will write that in. They're £2 a pack, so I'll probably go through one of those. It's probably only about 50p a week, because I go through one a day. And there's about, how many are in there? There's quite a lot in there, isn't there?
I know, yeah.
Let's split that in half. Let's go for another £1. And then additional, obviously I use intro and workout amino acids. That's another thing. All right, we'll go 30 then. We'll go 30. It's more expensive than I anticipated. So there's another 30 there. I think, honestly, that's pretty much all of the ingredients I have. Lemons, they're 50p per lemon. Depends how you buy them, doesn't it? So if you get waxed, unwaxed, what, 2 packs a week? Yeah, 2. So I'm just doing some math. I have to do the math now.
You should write down toilet paper as well, because obviously eating with that, you do use the toilet a lot.
So obviously this is something the good lady has brought up, that if you're eating this much, you will be going to the toilet a lot, and you should pay for your toilet roll. So let's add toilet roll on there as well. How much is toilet roll?
About £5.50.
Yeah, and how many?
But that's for 12, and we don't use 12.
Right, let's go through half of that week.
I would say £2.
Okay, so let's say £2. And then I am going to add to that salt and pepper. You only buy once a month, but I'm still going to add it because I have salt and pepper on every meal, and it's cheap, isn't it?
Probably not £1.
Yeah. So it's not going to be £1 though for the week, is it? So maybe together there'll be £1. So 50 and 50.
Yeah, but, like a big bag of black peppercorns is like £3.50.
Okay, so that's not for, it'd be about £1 then, yeah. But do you think I'll do that in 4 weeks? Yeah, okay. So we'll say £1 each.
Yeah, 12 grinds of pepper on each meal.
I do have a lot of pepper on each meal. Right, so this is it now, guys. We're going to do the roundup. So I need to 11 plus 3 plus 2 plus 6 plus 8 plus 16 plus 1 plus 30 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So and then I'll add that. So that's 83 plus 128. £211 a week on groceries. So that's just groceries, guys. That's like one small part of the puzzle when it comes to obviously training and nutrition, because there's obviously health supplements that we use, which are very expensive. You got to think of some of the health supplements that are out there, like your ubiquinols, your curcumins, your vitamin D's, everything like that is also another cost. So we've got, like I say, over £211 there being spent just on food. You can easily probably add the same amount on again for supplementation when it comes to health subs, because the quality of the supplements that I would use will be that kind of money. I definitely will do a breakdown video on those particulars as well, because I think it'd be really cool if we do these maybe over 3 days and we add them all together. But for section 1 being food orientated, and supplement, digestible supplements for like amino acids, £211 a week is where we start. So, like I say, I hope on the back of that lets you see like what sort of financial commitment you have to make to bodybuilding when you're really trying to push it. Of course, you can shop in certain places that would be a bit cheaper than this, because I do choose to use some slightly higher quality foods, especially with my meats and stuff coming from the guys at MLB. You can obviously go to like Macro or something and buy large bulk chicken, but obviously the reason my food costs a lot is with Patrick. We'll add that on as well then. With Patrick, obviously there's a lot of rotation in the food sources. So salmon, steak, turkey, eggs. When you have all those different protein sources in your diet, that's going to add up cost-wise, because they're not all equal when it comes to price. If you would just simply eating chicken 6 times a day, you get away with spending less. But we're not doing that right now. And you probably get away with that in the beginning of your bodybuilding. But, eventually it's going to get to a point where the quality of the food is going to dictate your progress from that point forward. So we said £211. We're going to add an olive oil on there, which is probably another... The one I get is like £8. Probably lasts me 4 weeks. So that's probably another £2 on top of that. So we're still cranking up. And I guarantee that even after this video, there'll be 1 or 2 things that come to mind. I'm like, could have added that. So if we play it safe and we round it off at 220 and we say that's the cost of food, I think that's a really good kind of understanding of where things are sitting currently for someone like myself. And I imagine for many of you guys as well. What I would be interested to know below is if there's any of you that's spending more than that on your nutrition. So the comments I'd like to see under this video, which would be from all ends of the spectrum. I'd love to see who's spending less and what their ingredients are, and who's spending more and what their ingredients are. Just out of curiosity, maybe where you shop as well, so we can do comparisons, because that would actually be really helpful for some of you guys that perhaps are struggling with how much you're spending on this food. So if we've got anyone in the comment section that shops somewhere and knows where there's some steals and manages to get some things for good prices, you could be helping someone else out in this actual community as well. So we'll do that, we'll share, and we'll go into supplementation on the next one when it comes to actual health subs. And then I think after there, it's going to come to like looking at what physio prices are, self-care, therapeutics, stuff like that allows you to also bodybuild, because that's another massive part of what we do. So that will include gym membership, stuff like that. So those are the 3 sections, guys. Nutrition, which we've done today, £220 a month. We'll look at health supplements, a week, sorry. I'm going to have to tell you that. When I say a week, that's like that's £880 a month. That's why it shocks me. And the reason I don't mind is because I don't look at it. I just spend it and I don't look at it. I don't look at the money.
Because I do your food shopping.
And she does my food shopping a lot of the time. So, sweet. So that's food. We'll move over to the supplements next, and then we'll go into the therapeutics, and we'll bundle all those costs up together, and then we'll see what it really costs, because this is an interest of mine, and I actually want to know, and I hope for some of you do too.